In today's video, we'll explore how some modern women are ruining their dates with men. One woman orders 6 different dishes, assuming the man will cover the entire bill, while another, on a first date, expects the man to take her in and propose. Additionally, we have a woman reacting to a man who expresses how challenging it is to find women who genuinely want to build a family together. Before we dive in, here's a question for you. How do you feel about women who only seem interested in men who can offer instant luxury and excitement, but have no interest in building something long-term? Have you ever experienced a situation where a woman was only looking for a free ride?
Okay, so I really want to make this video, and it's honestly super controversial. I think like a lot of men have had this same thought, but they don't want to talk about it because it's like, oh, if I talk about that, like every girl I know or the woman I'm with is going to get upset, or I'm never going to be able to date a girl again or whatever. But for me, I'm just like, okay, this is so true. Like I have to talk about it.
Does anyone else feel misogynistic but coming on? Even though there's something in the back of this guy's mind that's saying, you know what, something doesn't feel right about what I'm going to say. Something feels a little bit off, a little fucked up. But he's just going to say it anyways.
But I'm like 27. I go to church and I've started looking for a spouse. And it's just like you go in society today and like the girls that I've met are just like, they're not like real women. Like they're not, I meet so many girls where it's just like, oh yeah, I'm going to go to the gym, make myself super attractive. And I'm only going to date him if he's like good looking and wealthy. Like I honestly, I live in Tampa, Florida, and there's just like this normalized culture here of just like gold diggers.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack there. First of all, pick one or the other. Is it a girl or woman? Woman? Pick one. But right there, just referring to women as girls, you give yourself away a little bit. So changes are happening, women, because this guy's noticing it. He says women are just looking for a man who is good looking and wealthy. And what's wrong with wanting a man who has his stuff together financially? We're called gold diggers, ladies, because broke men like this can't get the women he wants. So he needs to shame women who are looking for men who really have their stuff together, who are at the top of the list as people they want to marry the most, instead of this guy. Typical misogynist, when deep down inside he really wants certain women to like him, but he's seeing that women are going for somebody else. So he'll call them all kinds of names and words. You can only imagine what kinds of names and words he'll call you behind closed doors. He also likes to guilt and shame women for taking care of their physical health and not running around like wild animals like men do, thirsting after the opposite sex to become a wife and a slave house servant. Duh. Of course we're not doing that. They haven't brainwashed us to do the same back, and they're losing their grip on the women around them. The fairy tale, the fantasy that they fed us of romance, to trade in our life to be a house servant, is falling.
Brothers, misery loves company. This is the type of woman who creates more single women. What this man is saying is valid. Today, it's nearly impossible to find a woman who wants to build a life together. Most of them are only interested in the winner, not someone they can help win. Take this woman, for example. She's already nearing 40, single, and childless. The typical woman who ends up with a dog or a cat, yet believes she deserves a rich man to pay her bills when she's not even living that lifestyle. Her time is running out. But let's return to what the gentleman said. He's not asking for a woman who's a 10 out of 10. He just wants a woman who values family. In a place like Miami, though, women are more focused on finding a rich guy who will have fun with them but won't commit. As I've mentioned before, they want to wait for men at the finish line. The issue for them is that there aren't enough of those men to go around.
Yeah, I'm on a date, right? And I ordered 6 different meals, and this man do not want to pay for my food. I don't know why.
6 different meals? Girl, come on now.
But he told me to order whatever I want, and I really didn't have the appetite for anything. He forced me to come to a restaurant. So now I'm here. I ordered 6 different dishes.
No appetite, my ass. Girl, you ordered every goddamn thing on the menu, but the thank you, please, come again.
So I got an appetizer. It was oxtail dip. I ate that. And I got jerk chicken. This one there. I started eating out the roster pasta. And I got me some oxtail too. But I also wanted me a fried snapper. And this like the pineapple bowl.
Girl, it's given. I need food at home for my family.
And that's his drink. That's my drink. I ain't really like that drink. And he got the 2 liquors. But yeah,
Well, damn, is all he gonna eat is some drinks?
and he just ordered some more food, but I can eat. Oh, I forgot to show y'all. I had got some fried green tomatoes and some oxtail egg rolls.
Girl, some more shit. Oh yeah, your ass feeding your neighbors too.
He like, damn, little lady, you really can't eat. And I'm just like, you invited me out, you know?
Oh, your ass to be washing dishes, cause you know goddamn well if you had to pay for that shit, you wouldn't have got nothing but water and chips.
But brother, how desperate for a free meal must this woman be if, on a date, she orders 6 different dishes? It's moments like these that cause men to leave, leaving them stuck with the bill. She's clearly taking advantage. Then, these same women have the audacity to call men cheap. Can you believe that? She even claims he pressured her into going to the restaurant, insisting she was just trying to get rid of him. Brothers, don't waste your time on women who aren't genuinely interested in you. And if you notice a woman ordering everything on the menu, why not speak up? Be straightforward. Tell her you won't be paying for that and that she shouldn't order it. If she reacts badly, let her go. You don't owe anyone your time or money if they're just looking to exploit you. If she's the one going to a place where she can't even afford a drink, but still expects you to cover the cost of 6 dishes, that's exactly why men are distancing themselves from women like this today. The issue at the core of this situation speaks to a growing frustration among men regarding the current state of dating. The behavior described is a stark illustration of how some modern women, possibly driven by entitlement or a sense of expectation, exploit the generosity or good nature of men without offering anything of substance in return. In this case, ordering multiple dishes with the assumption that the man will pay for it reflects a lack of awareness of the shared responsibilities in a relationship. The expectation that a man should cover the entire bill, even in situations where the woman has clearly overindulged, speaks to a wider societal trend where women may feel entitled to more than they are willing to give in return. At its core, this is a commentary on modern gender dynamics, where men are often expected to take on the role of financial providers, especially in early stages of dating. However, this role can quickly become burdensome when the expectations are unreasonable, leading to feelings of resentment and frustration. When these expectations cross over into entitlement, it's not just a financial issue. It's a matter of respect. Relationships are meant to be partnerships, where both people contribute in meaningful ways, whether emotionally, financially, or in other aspects of life. But when one person constantly takes without reciprocating, it undermines the idea of partnership and fairness, leaving one party feeling exploited and the other feeling entitled. Moreover, the response from the woman, accusing the man of being cheap, is a reflection of the modern narrative where, too often, men are criticized for not meeting perceived expectations, regardless of the circumstances. In this case, the man's refusal to cover an unreasonable bill is painted as selfishness, when in reality, it's a sign of setting boundaries and standing up for himself. This dynamic creates an environment where men feel as though they are always under scrutiny, no matter their actions.
So tell me this, how does it feel to know that there are millions of women out there like me whose upgrade is actually no one? My upgrade doesn't have anything to do with other men. It has to do with leaving men like your ass behind. You strike me as the kind of man, one of those men who thinks that just because he files 50-50 custody for the kids, that he doesn't have to pay child support. Okay. Are you mad? Stay mad. And I don't know why you want to bring age into everything, because last time I checked, if I open up a dating app, literally I have hundreds of messages from men in their 30s wanting to date me.
Women today are the ones putting the future of children at risk. They often try to pressure the father into giving more than he's able to. You have a father present for your child, splitting everything equally, and still, you demand more. How do you expect that man to maintain stability? How can he build a future or a legacy for your children under those circumstances? Eventually, he becomes worn out and only sends the minimum monthly support, and then you complain that he's not doing enough for the kids. No one seems to understand their struggle, brothers. Then, they wonder why men push back against this unfair system. Just because you find men on dating apps doesn't mean they're genuinely interested in a serious relationship. Most of them are simply after a night of passion, and as a single mother, they see you as an easy target.
Would you rather go buy me an engagement ring right now, or decimate everyone in that restaurant?
Now that's your sign to never see her Delulu ass again.
I could just go down to a pawn shop and buy a fake ring, so yeah, that works for me.
So you want to give me a fake ring?
If it involves getting out of killing people, yes.
How about a ring pop? So your ass can get away from him.
So is there a reason that you don't want to propose to me?
Because we've just gone on our first date.
Oh, and what's the problem?
That he downloads that app.
Any of you watching this, if you don't see the problem either, I'm very concerned about you.
Oh, so now you're going to turn my audience against me?
At this point, you should be running as fast as you can without looking back.
Brothers, this woman is out of her mind. I would have been out of that situation with that lunatic a long time ago. How can she ask for a ring or to move in with me? It's the first date. I don't even know you. She seems like the type of woman who probably doesn't even have her own place and just wanted this guy to take her in for free. She acts offended, as if he doesn't understand what the problem is. Brothers, this is what happens when they chase after the first guy they meet because they're desperate. This woman is a red flag, and you can see the discomfort all over this decent guy's face because of her. What would you guys have done in his place? And that concludes today's discussion on MGTOW voice. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on future videos. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video.